All right. Hello, friends. Hello. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Swadik Mayanja, but you can call me Q, and we are on another episode of the Everyday Hero Show, where I bring to you people in my life or people in your life that do amazing things, but do not get the credit they deserve.
Oh, I'm already so flattered.
This week, I am happy to bring you Nina. I just started here at LifeTime in Burlington, and it's been an absolute blast. And a huge reason for that is because of the coaches, the trainers, the classes that I have had all enjoyed. So Nina has been one of those coaches, and I'm happy you came on the show. You are my first.
So happy to be here.
Oh yes, welcome,
so excited.
welcome. So why don't you just give us the quick rundown of who you are? So I want the background story, where are you from, and how did you get into training personally?
Okay, well, I'm Nina. I'm 20 years old, and I live in Bedford, Mass. Well, that's where I grew up. Mm-hmm. We just moved to Burlington, me and my family.
Welcome.
But I grew up there. I'm a student at UMass Amherst. I'm graduating early. So this will be my senior year. Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Taking a lot
of
classes.
Party. How'd you do it all the party? Good for you, girl.
Cut out some partying.
There you go.
Because I just really like the healthy way of life. Kind of caught on even before I came to Lifetime. I kind of started to adapt that more. And then when Lifetime was coming in the area and they wanted instructors, I was.
You were all about it.
This is for me.
I just have to see what's going on. All right, so you were all about it. So you went to UMass Amherst. So, and you're a student there. Is that your major, like physical?
Yeah, public health education.
Public health
my major, so it's really similar to this. Right now, it focuses more on like community health.
Okay.
But I can definitely use that degree working here, and that's what I want to do full time when I graduate next May. You're
definitely on the right path.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kicking some serious ass, girl. You really are. Congrats. But I want to know, what was it? Like, were you born athletic, talented, like always doing sports, or was it like you had to work your ass off to get good at whatever you're doing, and now you're a superstar?
I was definitely an athlete my whole life, playing sports, really competitive. Everyone in my family played sports.
What sport specifically did you play?
When I was little, it's like everyone does soccer.
Of course, everyone in the
tried basketball. I tried softball once, but I loved lacrosse. I did that throughout
high
school. Mm-hmm. Midfield, a lot of running.
Congratulations.
I loved track, but I couldn't do track and lacrosse at the same time. And
oh my God, that sucks. Did you do indoor track?
No, because I did competitive skiing. That was my other favorite sport, and that was in the winter.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then I had the falls off.
So competitive skiing, lacrosse, and track, but you ended up doing lacrosse more so.
Yeah.
In high school it was all lacrosse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I now wish I did track, because maybe I could have done that in college.
You think so?
I wanted to play sports in college really bad, but I got some concussions, and those affected my school.
Yeah, see, there's not a lot of concussions happening on the track field.
Right. I don't know if I'd hit some people in the other lanes.
That'd be a big no-no. Okay, so you did that in high school. So I have to ask, because going into these classes, and we're gonna get there, slow your roll. Going into these classes at Lifetime, it is very difficult. Like, it is hardcore difficult. Were you always the one that, like, for me, when I played lacrosse for like 15 seconds and quit, but like I picked up the stick, like the dexterity, the skills to like get good at it was super difficult, right? Like all of those kind of things. Did that stuff come easy to you?
When I was younger, I did not like practicing at all. Sports were more of a social thing, but then like when I got into high school, I got very competitive and like wanted to be the best on the field, had that drive to really push myself, and that drive I started to carry on in college when I was becoming an instructor and wanting to, be the fastest one in the class, doing the deepest squats, and then I got certified, and that competitiveness is like still like within me. It's just within myself though. I'm not really competitive with other people.
So it's not like I have to lift more weights
than someone else, but I have to lift more weights than I did last week.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. I wish I was like that.
If it was with other people, I'd like drive myself nuts, I think.
Oh, yeah. So for me, I'm a little on the opposite spectrum, right? Like if I'm at the gym.
You are a beast in the classes.
You hear that? You heard it. It wasn't me. I didn't say it.
Insane.
She said.
That's how I first noticed.
But I do, so when I'm in a class, when I'm at the gym, like if I go on the rack, right, and I'm doing my squats, and it's a homeboy over here is lifting like 200 and I'm doing 185, you best believe 205 is going on my next set.
Yeah.
So like I'm definitely on the opposite end. Like that's where my competitive juices go. But back to you. So now we're getting into the certification of your personal trainer. Is it like one big umbrella, I'm going to be a personal trainer, and then everything falls underneath it? Like
there's
bar
a lot
strength?
of different, there's a lot of different certifications that people can do. I first got certified through Mad Dog, which is spinning. It's a certain brand of indoor cycle. It's very different than what I'm teaching now, but that's what I first got certified in at UMass. So I taught spinning there, and then my boss was like, why don't you try teaching a boot camp, an abs class, and classes like that. I'm not technically certified in them under like a group fitness certification, but I'm still like certified in something else and can teach effectively. And I just became personal training certified through NASM. That was intense.
And so that's like national.
Yeah, so that's where I could work one-on-one with a client, and it would be like based on their needs.
Oh, that's really cool.
Instead of just me designing a workout that I think everyone will like, it'd be like towards someone else.
Like specific needs for that specific person. And how long ago was that?
In May. I just that. But
Wrap it up. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Good for you.
But I've been teaching for about a year.
So you've been teaching classes in general for about a year. Is this the first like gym? Before this, were you just at UMass gym?
I was at the UMass gym. So this is my first like out of school big experience.
Oh yeah,
big company.
She's a natural, ladies and gentlemen. If you are in Burlington, if you are a Lifetime member, come on down, sign up for Nina's class. Shit is fun. It's legit. So at the end of the summer, you're going back to school. We're not going to see you.
No, you will see me. I'm working Fridays through Mondays. I only have classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'll be at school for then. But I always came back. I always did.
Well, that's why you graduated in 3 years.
Yeah,
good
I always
for you.
came back anyways, but I don't want to leave the members here. This place is too amazing. I'm going to miss everyone way too much. I have to stay.
It is absolutely amazing. It's a really nice place. We'll get there. All right, so now we're at the place where you are certified, right? Mm-hmm. And you are doing your classes, and you are doing these trainings. At UMass, it's definitely a very, very different population. I can just imagine it. You're going to UMass gym right now, and it's all teenagers, all young adults. Like, I want to look sexy. I'm ready for it all. Mm-hmm. And you come over to Lifetime, and sure, you might have a couple, 2 trees. But outside of me, there's like moms, there's adults, there's people like, I want to work out so I can like walk with my kid down the street.
Yeah.
So how do you vary that difference, or is it not something you even...
It's very different with cycle classes. For those, the music, 100% different. You know, I use explicit music at school. I don't use any explicit music there. I would never want to offend anyone, but at school, if someone, you take out a swear, people are like,
what's going
on?
Like,
I can hear that word. So that's the biggest difference that I notice when I'm like designing my classes. And also at school, they're a lot faster paced. Not as many people with like injuries. You know, I'm assuming when I live 10, 20, 30 more years, I'll have some injuries under my belt.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't want some 20-year-old person like pretending I don't. So I keep all of that in mind. I have a lot of modifications in my classes for every activity level, whereas at school, it's most of the people come to my classes are in shape or getting in shape, and so we're at more of a similar activity level there.
So when I first started, like my first couple of weeks being here, I was like really trying to feel out the water, right? Like I literally went to
like every class,
like every different type of class, right? And like the crazy thing I was like, there's something funky here, because one day she's in this class, the next day she's in that class, that same day she's going to a different class. I'm like, geez and Lord, I thought I was crazy. That was insane. That was super intense. you teach all the. Can you just, do you know off the top of your head like the names of the classes you coach?
So it's edge cycle, amp cycle. They're very different.
Yes.
Barbell strength, strictly strength. Those are like really similar. And then TCX, total conditioning extreme.
TCX.
That's all I'm certified in so far. I'd love to teach more and get certified in more things, but.
So you have to get certified for each specific group training.
Yes, it is online and in-person trainings. It's a lot. I did that like while I was at school before, because we opened up in the beginning of May, so I had to be like ready to go by May 8th.
So did you get this job prior to them?
Yeah. So
walk me through that process.
It's a really long process. Everyone here had to go through like a similar interview process. So I saw a flyer. I applied online. I had a phone call with Shane, and then I had auditions.
Shout out to Shane. Dude's amazing.
Amazing.
Yes.
So I had the auditions with Shane, got a call back, had an interview with him, and then had an additional phone call with the regional manager of studio and cycle classes. Her name's Shannon. She's from New Jersey, so I had called with her. And then got invited back to another final interview with Ben, the general manager, where we talked about like how I would fit in like the LifeTime company as a whole. And that's when I suggested I work at the pool as well. I'm a pool attendant too.
Okay.
That's just fun. It's fun to just hang outside. Get some more hours in because I couldn't teach as many classes as I needed right off the bat. I'm just leaving to school. So if I just taught like every single day, all day long, like all these classes, and then left,
it'd be like
everyone would be like,
"Where's my, where's my coach?"
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's
my job until I want to be full-time group fit when I graduate, teaching more and more different classes.
Like you're in it.
I'm so in it.
You bought it
invested.
hardcore.
Yeah.
And like that's the way you got to do it. Like, just from a person's perspective, from not what's like from one of the members just going into a class. From my perspective, I can always tell 1,000% if the instructor is bought into the group fitness or not. If they're just doing the group fitness because they got certified and it's just another day at work, you can tell versus someone who believes that this is a type of fitness that could get you to a sexier, healthier body, right? So there's definitely that difference that you can tell, and I love the coaching stuff here.
Everyone here is amazing. I've it's like the best friends. They're so nice. They're just also talented. Everyone here, like
the energy is their energy is there.
They all have a lot of experience. I was really nervous because I'm the one with like the least experience.
But you're also the youngest, and you are also coming out of college, so it's expected.
Yeah, but they're all just like I love taking their classes, hearing their advice. That's why you saw me in all those classes because I need to take a lot because I want to make sure I'm the best I can be, and I love to learn every time I take a class.
All right, so let's transition because you have a really large following on Instagram. I don't know any about any of your other social, but I know on Instagram, yep, shit's popping. It's popping. Yeah, I'm gonna put her the hash, what's it called, username, whatever here. You guys can go check her out. How important do you think for a personal trainer, for anyone doing health-related stuff, to look the part, like to practice what they're preaching? How important do you think that is when it comes to personal training? Or do you think the best teachers do not have to be the best at it? That's something I think about all the time. When I used to teach my abs class, I remember like in the locker room someone saying like, why would I take an abs class from someone who doesn't have a six-pack? And I was like, oh goodness, ouch. Yeah. Because there's just so many factors that lie into like more of that stuff. Yes. Like I'm teaching a safe, effective, fun class. I eat healthy. It's just some bodies are different. So from that certain situation, I don't agree with it. But other times, I don't know. Sometimes I want to take the workouts of someone who's a body that I aspire to be, but then again, it's really controversial because I don't want to work out anymore. Is it controversial within the personal training? It's within me, I think, because I'm trying to get away from working out to have a certain body, because that's not as effective as working out because I want to be stronger or faster or feeling better or more healthy.
the mindset that I try to teach everyone and I want for myself all the time. But it's really easy to get quickly into, oh my God, that girl has like these abs, or I want her shoulders or something like that. And it's just like everyone's bodies are made different.
Yes.
It's really hard to get wrapped into that.
So I have to say, you're right. So number one, you're right. It's too easy, and the reason it's super easy to fall into that trap, that situation, is because goddamn, you turn on the TV and it's sex appeal is all you're looking at. 24/7, 365. That's all you see. It's like you want to look sexy, get sexier, get skinnier, get stronger, get more muscles. That's all you see everywhere.
Totally fell in that trap before.
Yeah, and it is really difficult, right? But I have to say, you look the part. So you definitely look the part. That whoever said the six pack, they boo you. I'm just saying, you look the part. So you look like a personal trainer. Did you have to work your ass to get there? Aesthetically, have you been fit your entire life?
My family, I feel like I take after my dad, and he's really tall and thin. So I always had like
a
tall,
body
lean
type.
body.
Okay.
But in sports, I wanted to just have like all this muscle on. I wanted to add muscle. So in high school and skiing, we would lift, and I would work out outside of practice, like with my mom at Planet Fitness, like just trying to do the machines, trying to get some strength.
Yes.
Because I didn't like that, like I had no muscle definition. Like I like wasn't obviously overweight or big or anything, but I just like looked so like long and like lanky. I didn't like it at all.
Didn't like it.
That's not a complaint really, because I didn't have to like overcome losing like 40 pounds. I have no problems with excess skin or anything, but my body was just kind of like, just wasn't strong.
Makes sense. So a huge part of being a physical trainer, a huge part of being physically fit, just in healthy in general, yes, working out is a huge aspect. But what is your nutritional life like, and what kind of, I know as a personal trainer, I know you just got that certified. Mm-hmm. I know that nutrition is a larger part of that type of certification versus group classes, because you really just have that 45 minutes, do the class and everyone's out. Mm-hmm. So being a personal trainer, how much nutrition stuff do you have in your repertoire, or is it all just personal lifestyle? What works for me, I can teach the world.
It's mostly my personal lifestyle, because personal training, even though a lot of personal trainers sell like nutrition guides and stuff, I'm technically not certified to do that.
Okay.
Because I'm not a nutritionist.
Yes.
So I can only give my personal advice, which is I eat 80% healthy and 20%, I like Ben and Jerry's and I like burgers and some stuff.
Wow, so 80-20.
Yeah, so if you think about it, like all your meals in a day, I eat about like 4, maybe 3 if I'm working a lot. And I try to like plan those out, and 20% of those I want to treat myself, and I want to not think of food as an enemy or as a treat, but as fuel. But I want to be more careful most of the time, because that's how you fuel the body, you need good gas and good cars.
Yes.
But I love food, and I know sometimes it's unhealthy, but I love big sundaes and like the crazy like food you see on Instagram.
We all? Yes.
Mac and cheese, all that stuff. I'm not over that yet, but I don't need to eat it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's key, because like when you restrict yourself from stuff, it becomes very
super obsessive, and like
all you think about is food. Food becomes this thing where you're fighting all the time, and food is good, y'all. It tastes good. Like there's no reason,
eat it.
There's no reason to hate it. There's no reason to think of food as the enemy, as something you have to work through, something you can enjoy. And you're right, it is fuel. That's what food is, right? As tasty as it is, as not tasty as it is, it's fuel, and you need the right fuel for your body type, right? And everyone's a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly.
And I hate that. I hate that everybody's a little different, because I want that one meal plan that's gonna fix me forever.
Yeah. Your body changes too, you could be really great for a couple months, and your body gets used to it, and you have to make some adjustments and keep training it.
It's kind of scary. All right, so I call this the Everyday Hero Show, and the reason I call it the Everyday Hero Show is because I feel like you're doing some badass shit, right? So I want you to help me and the world. For people who want to become personal trainers, what advice do you have? Because you're like straight out the gate.
I'm brand new.
Basically,
I'm a little baby.
Yeah, you're just finishing it, so it's all fresh in your minds. Mm-hmm. So why don't you help me and the people? If someone out there, a young little lady, my little sister that wants to grow up to be a personal trainer, what advice do you have to that lady, that young boy? What can they do to make it easier?
This is so cliche, like don't hate me, but like do what like you're passionate about, because I was really caught off by, I was like, oh, personal trainers, like I don't know if that's gonna make enough money like that I want for the lifestyle that I want, and like having a million kids someday. I don't know if like this could ever sustain me, but you just can't think of it as like a career doesn't just make you money, like it fulfills you, and a career that fulfills you fulfills your life, because I'm here, as you said, all the time.
Yes,
so I don't want to be doing something that's awful and I hate being here. I love my job and I love coming, and I love the prep time, making the classes, and then after the classes talking to members, meeting someone like you. Like I wouldn't have done that if I was just at some 9-to-5 cubicle.
Exactly.
And that's just not what I was passionate about, and I wanted to follow what I was driven to do, which was help people see changes, and then health all tied into that. I mean, I wanted to be a teacher, but this was like teaching like 2.0, like teaching health and seeing changes.
Teaching
is just
2.0,
like,
I like that.
It's
That's
awesome.
legit. That's legit. So I want. What about for the folks who are overweight, too skinny, who the actual clientele that you'd be dealing with?
Mm-hmm.
What is your advice to them to get them into the gym, to get them to stay into the gym? How do they pick a class? Because I have to say, when you come to LifeTime, it is a little overwhelming when you look at the list of classes.
Yeah, totally.
If you're not like me and my group of friends that is like, I want to try everything. If you don't want to try everything, you look at it and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start. I don't want to go to each class. I'm going to be the new person. I'm not going to be able to follow the instructions. What advice?
Well, I think understanding that everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
We all start at different places, but the most important thing is to start and to keep going. Commitment to it, making it the lifestyle. That's why LifeTime isn't just a fitness floor. You know, it has classes, it has the Kids Academy, it has spa, cafe, everything. To make it a lifestyle and not just going to a gym, because that burns out. You know, you can't go to a gym forever. This is the place. It's a health resort. It's everything you need. And I think if people are intimidated by group classes, which I was, I think meeting with a personal trainer is a really good idea to establish a connection between someone and feeling more confident within yourself, having that person to motivate you and feel better about yourself, and then maybe trying a class. I mean, I know here, all the classes, like we welcome everyone. I am so excited for every person that comes in. I would never want someone to be intimidated by me or the class or anyone else in the class. I don't think any members feel that way. We're very inviting, which is my favorite part about working here.
So I'm lucky enough that there's like a group of like 3 or 4 of my friends, and we all come here all day, every day. Like I can text, there's just a group text. I'll just be like, I'm going to this class at this time, and one of them is going to say yes. But I've also made 2 friends here. And not friends, we're not going to kick it after work or whatever. But friends that are like, I'm doing this class every Wednesday at 4 p.m. And now we're buddies every Wednesday at 4 p.m.
That's what we want, the community.
Exactly. And I know who's going to be in my my Bars World Strength or my AMP class. And it is nice. And once you...
That's what we want.
Once you make that friend, that is really nice.
It keeps you accountable too. Like you want to come back and like talk to them and like hear about how their week was and everything like that. That's why I try to share some of my personal life in my classes, so people maybe want to keep coming back talking. I get to know them. It's nice.
It is really nice. It's very nice. So we're about to end, but thank you for staying for so long. All right. So before we end, because I don't want to keep our friend Nina here all night. Before we end, I want you to tell me I don't know if you're allowed to say, but your favorite class to go to, not to teach.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite workout class to go to? Or are you I need my headphones in, I'm going to work out here on my own and zen out?
Well, I'm definitely not that.
Okay.
I don't like to really work out on my own. I need a buddy.
I agree.
Or I need a class. I think that might just come from being an instructor and having like people in front of me. I like being around. That's why the small group training classes I need to try. I haven't tried them yet, but I gotta do it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I want to do boot camp so bad. I want to do it so bad. But my favorite class to go to would be any of the yoga ones, but mostly Warrior Sculpt.
Oh god.
it's like
Yeah, you're brave, Nina. You
It's-
definitely like working out.
It's really intense. Like if I'm going for 50 minutes, I want a full body. I want it intense. I want to push myself, grow as a person, grow within my mind, like overcoming that uncomfortable, like, oh, I should just put my weights down. Like, nope,
Yes.
pushing through. And I just love all the instructors, but the yoga instructors
You
are
know
really
what's
nice.
super funny? Like, I noticed it in myself. All of my friends that grew up playing sports all day, every day, they're so used to the hardcore classes, like the
TCX,
TCX, the barbell strength, and all that stuff, and they have no idea what the yoga lifestyle is.
Mm-hmm.
And coming to Lifetime, you have the option. You get to do yoga, warrior sculpt, bar, all of that other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like Pilates. It's on the other edge of working out, and like, God damn it, I hate the fact that I'm not good at it, but I love it.
Oh, I'm not good
Yeah.
either.
It's
Oh,
like the
I don't-
greatest.
I would need years and years before becoming an instructor, maybe someday, because that's what I ultimately want to learn is like more of the yoga practice.
Yes.
But it's definitely different. It gets me out of my comfort zone. I think that's why I like going to it, because it's really different than the super high intensity stuff that I teach.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think
Good
that's
for
why.
you. No, good for you. I mean, that would have been a really, really easy answer for her to self-plug away and say, my class is my favorite class. But she didn't. She gave me the honest answer, and that's why we love Nina. So, all right, staying on that topic specifically, I tried bar the other day.
Oh my God, with who?
Fuck. I don't even know the person's name, but oh my God. Literally one of the hardest classes I've ever taken in my entire life.
They're really good.
It's like the most different.
It's like the fine tuning.
Oh my God.
All your little muscles.
It's crazy. It is crazy difficult.
You have to hold it down and pulse
Oh,
a lot.
All pulsing. It's literally like a movement that's like
Oh, no.
smaller.
Oh no, it was rain.
Oh yeah, it's a
Oh,
little
no.
bit of rain. We're good for now. For a little longer.
Okay.
If it starts pouring, we'll have to cut it short.
Well,
All
I
right,
don't want it to pour.
almost done, I promise. So look, all right, bar, crazy. When I went through that class, I noticed one thing, and I don't know if this is a scientifically proven thing, but I'm going to say it out loud, and we'll find out sooner or later. Help me out in the comment section. I really do believe that females, like women, have better endurance than men. Like, yes, I think men can pick up stronger, bigger, heavier things, right? And like, just on the average, I'm not saying every man is, so I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, on average, men can pick up heavier things, right? And move quicker in shorter distances. But I feel like women have that endurance. I go to this class, I'm a young man, I'm 24 years young, right? I go in there, it's just me, I'm surrounded by moms, and these moms are kicking some fucking
The moms
ass.
here are kicking ass in every
Oh
class.
my God.
They're
I'm like,
insane.
I stopped like 18 different times throughout that bar class, and all these ladies are just going, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of here. But
Yeah.
last but not least, spin. It sounds like spin has been the longest. You've been doing spin the longest, right?
cycle has been my absolute favorite. It's just something I loved running,
Mm.
but like you can't really run in a group. I mean, you can like run in a pack
Yeah.
of people, but it's not the same thing. And it was
Very
like
different.
started to really hurt my knees and my ankles. So I started to indoor cycle, and that is just like a party. That's why
Yes.
AMP is literally called a party on the bike.
Yes.
But Edge is my favorite because it has that more of an intenser, like
Please
heavier
explain.
workout.
Literally, my next question was to tell the people what is the difference.
So AMP cycle is definitely that party on a bike. I usually choose more of like pop, electric club music. It's sweaty, sexy, lower AMP, like lower resistance
Yes.
workout. So if someone has bad knees, I always recommend AMP because we're not adding on a lot. Whereas Edge, I usually choose edgier music. Like I'll play rock and hip hop. And I'll do more drills that require you to really slow down, add on that resistance, or pick it up and go really fast, hold a beat. You know,
Yes.
it's very intense.
So I've done both AMP and Edge. I've only done Edge with you.
Yes, I
I've
only sub AMP right now.
Okay, so I've only done Edge with Nina, and yes, so we did play some rock and roll, and I have to say, surprisingly, every other spin class I've taken, it's a lot of hip hop, a lot of pop, EDM, techno, like that kind of house music, you know, that bump, bump, bump. It was the first time I've ever ridden to rock and roll. Honest truth is,
I love rock.
I'm not the biggest rock and roll fan, but that class was bomb.
Yeah.
That class was bomb. Fun fact about Lifetime, they have like these big screens where you can see your time and your wattage and all that shit. That really gets me
Oh,
to go.
you must have loved that because you're
Oh
competitive.
my God, yo, it was like bike number 13 all day. It was like me at 13. I don't know who that human being is, but we were going at it even if
Yeah.
they didn't know. that's like an awesome thing that you guys have
Yeah,
in front of the class.
that
Like, it's fun.
I definitely like it because people feel like they're accountable.
Yes.
Even though you're not looking at everyone, you're looking at maybe one other
Exactly.
person or yourself.
Exactly, and it's just up there. No one knows unless you're like a crazy person like myself. But all right. It's over. We're done. Thank you so much, Nina. I really do appreciate this.
Thanks for having me. It's so fun.
Of course. I mean, like we could do this. I mean, I'm coming to Lifetime. This shit's my spot. Yeah, we could do this at the end of next summer, and you can tell us the progression. Whatever.
Yeah,
right?
that's a great idea.
I think so too. Plug away. I want you to please plug away. Tell the people where they can find you. Social or anything, really.
So my social media is Princess Nina, which is a little embarrassing. The name sounds a little
Don't
funny.
worry.
I'm definitely not a princess. Maybe try to look like one.
Don't we all, right?
But I have a Facebook page called Group Fitness with Nina where I post recipes and workouts. It's not been updated in a month, but during the school time, I'm posting on it all the time, keeping people updated on some at-home stuff or my classes.
Oh, goody. So, yep. So the Princess Nina, and you said group Fitness with Nina?
Yeah.
Group Fitness with Nina. Both of those are going to be somewhere in the screen or in the comment section or in the freaking description box. You know it. You'll find it. You know how social works. Click it. Go visit her. Go check out them recipes. And I know you said throughout the school year you're going to be here Friday through Monday.
Yes.
Right? So is there specific classes that you already know? Or is it...
Probably Edge, AMP, TCX, and Barbell. That's what I'm certified in, so those will be what I'm teaching. I don't know if I'm teaching all of them. I don't know if I'm learning anything new, but as of right now, that's what you'll see me doing.
If you're a Lifetime member, if you're ever driving by Burlington area, you come on down and you look for Nina. Go to her goddamn class and go talk to her. Follow her on social and come and work out.
You're the best.
Thank you. Oh yeah!